Many years back, a monk from the mountains, high up in the mountains of the Himalayas, gave me some very sage advice. It was actually Donnie from Brooklyn, but the advice was still profound. He said, Gary, if you want to improve yourself, get up 1 hour earlier and spend 30 minutes reading and 30 minutes thinking. I said, get up an hour earlier? Donnie, I like my sleep. He said, get up an hour earlier and read. Read about what type of work do you do? And I told him, read about your work, read about your competition, read about your own company, where it's been, where it's going, about the products that you work with. Read about human behavior. If you've never read or it's been a long time, the classic is still Dale Carnegie's How to Win Friends and How to Win Friends and Influence People. Read about inspiration. Read about heroes from Da Vinci to Einstein to Churchill to Amelia Earhart. And think. Think about your goals. What is your goal for today? What is your goal for a month from now? What's your goal 6 months from now? Where do you see yourself 5 years from now? How do you feel you want to contribute to society? How can you be a better parent? How can you be a better son or daughter? Okay? So think and read. You know, it's great to make money, but I have yet to see a U-Haul follow a hearse to the cemetery. You know, if you take this hour a day, it is only 4% of the day. Think about that, 4% of your day. Do you realize that you spend 10% of your day eating? You're spending twice as much of your day feeding your stomach than feeding your mind. And add in another 33% of your day sleeping to the 10% you're eating, you're spending almost half your life sleeping and eating and sleeping and sleeping and eating. You know, about 5 years ago, I was at this Chinese restaurant, and Mom, you might remember this, and we're sitting next to these 3 older couples. And we're next to them so we could overhear the conversation. And one of the gentlemen says to this other guy, he says, George, do you have any regrets in life? And George says, I'll tell you something, Frank. I'm 92 years old. I've been a neurosurgeon my whole life. And I've had a great career. I've saved countless lives. I've helped thousands of people. And I've had my lovely wife, Doris, of 63 years, is here with me. We have great kids and great grandkids. But I do have one regret. And that regret is that I did not get up an hour earlier each day. I could have done so much more. And it reminded me of the ending of Schindler's List, where Oskar Schindler is now fleeing the Allies, okay? And he's amongst the 1,300 plus Jews that he saved. And he said, I could have saved so many more. And they say to him, Oskar, and he's down on his knees. And they say, Oskar, you did so much. In decades to come, there will be generations, tens of thousands of us because of you. But he said, you know, this pen could have saved one more life. I could have sold this Nazi lapel and it would have saved 5 more lives. I threw away so much money. I could have done so much more. So don't go through life regretting what you didn't do. Don't be on your deathbed saying I could have done so much more.